Hello?
Hello. Hi, it's Marcella again. I went ahead and I pulled up your office action, and it looks like the trademark office has a problem with the use of. Have you started selling hats, sweatshirts, and T-shirts already?
No, we haven't. The reason why is because we didn't want to do something that either A, something might have already had a trademark with it, or B, we didn't want someone else who may know this process a little bit better than we do to jump on and grab that.
Who helped you file this application? Did you file it?
No, it's just me and my friend, me and my partner.
All right. Well, in this situation, because there is a likelihood of confusion, it is a big deal. It essentially means that somebody else has already registered something similar to you. And so your options at this point are either that you just give up the application, give up the name, and you try to refile something completely different. The other option is basically we can submit arguments that distinguish your mark from the cited mark, but I am not sure that I would recommend doing that in this case because the marks are so similar.
This is definitely not where my forte is. We don't have a whole lot of knowledge. It's just either been watching, things like YouTube videos or reading, Google articles. So would we still be able to maybe use on shirts without having to deal with any, legalities or someone else being able to get that type of name in the future? Would it be considered like a common use name?
That is actually one of the arguments that we would use to try to push yours through actually is,
okay,
well, if these other ones have gone through, there's no reason why ours shouldn't go through type thing. So given the circumstances and even what I've seen, the options are still the same. If you do want to try and protect, then you would have to push forward and we would have to submit arguments. If you don't want to go that route, then you're going to be left with, I guess using that name and don't register it, but there might be consequences.
Okay. And do we have, is there anything besides just the fact that there's been, already two that are similar that have been approved? Does that help our chances, hurt our chances? It has no difference on our...
I've seen this in other situations before, and I personally think it's a strong argument for getting registered because how could some others pass muster and not yours? But to be honest, even though it's not supposed to be a subjective opinion or a subjective response, it also depends on the examiner and how the examiner feels about it.
All right. So it's almost kind of like basically a 50-50 chance.
The good news is it's not new to me.
Okay.
I've seen this before, so.
Let's say, we just decided to let it drop and we just continued to use the name because there hasn't been anything that says we're not allowed to use the name. We just don't have anything that says we, have the rights or the trademark to the name. And let's say someone who has, more knowledge or more resources applies for that name. Would we get something like saying, hey, you got to stop using this right here, right now?
Having a registered trademark is kind of like that extra layer of insurance. So if somebody were to come to you and say that, having that registration certificate is kind of like, it makes people stop in their tracks a little bit more before proceeding with whatever they want to proceed with, whether that's a cease and desist, an email, or litigation. Can you be sued even if you had a registered trademark certificate? Sure, but it's all going to fall back on who was actually using it first. So if you were using it before someone else, then you'd be in a much better position if you had a certificate and you were using it before them. Now, if you don't have a certificate and you were using it before them, then you would only be able to use the name in the geographic area where you operate.
All right, then we'd be able to use it here. We just wouldn't be able to use it like, kind of nationally kind of a thing.
Yeah, basically, and that's provided you were using it first.
So, even if we just let the trademark application die, because I think we have 6 months to respond, we'd still be able to use the term, and then we just wouldn't have a trademark with it. If we didn't do this right now, and they did get it, would we just have to stop using it right then and there?
Again, it all depends on who was using it first. So if you were using it first, you would basically have superior rights to use the name in the area where you operate. But having a registered trademark and using the trademark first allows you to put a stop to people nationwide.
But if we wanted to move forward with you, what would be the best way to get a hold of you to start that process?
All you would have to do is send me an email and say, let's move forward with a response. And then that's it. And then we would take care of the rest and send it over.
All right. Thank you very much for your time and help. I thank you very much.
No problem at all.
Take care and have a great day.
Have a great day. Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.